Imagine making a tiny improvement every day, just 1% better. It may not seem like much in the moment, but over time, those small changes compound into extraordinary results. This is the central idea of Atomic Habits by James Clear. The book explains that success is rarely the result of one big breakthrough. Instead, it's the outcome of small habits repeated consistently over a long period. James Clear begins by challenging the way most people think about change. When we want better results, we usually focus on setting bigger goals. We want to lose weight, earn more money, become healthier, or be more productive. But goals alone don't create lasting success. Winners and losers often have the same goals. What separates them is the system they follow every day. Instead of obsessing over outcomes, Clear encourages us to build systems that naturally produce those outcomes. Another powerful idea in the book is identity-based habits. Most people focus on what they want to achieve. Clear suggests focusing instead on who you want to become. Rather than saying, "I want to write a book," think, "I am a writer." Instead of saying, "I want to exercise," say, "I am someone who values fitness." Every small action becomes a vote for the type of person you want to be. The more evidence you give yourself through consistent actions, the stronger that identity becomes. The book also explains why tiny habits matter so much. A 1% improvement every day may seem insignificant, but small gains compound over time, just like money earning interest. Likewise, small negative habits also compound. Missing one workout or eating one unhealthy meal won't ruin your life, but repeating those behaviors regularly can lead to major consequences. Success and failure are both the result of accumulated daily choices. To help people build better habits, James Clear introduces 4 simple laws of behavior change. The first law is to make the habit obvious. Habits begin with a cue. If you want to build a reading habit, leave a book on your pillow or desk where you'll see it. If you want to remember to take vitamins, place them next to your toothbrush. By making the cue visible, you increase the chances of following through. On the other hand, if you're trying to break a bad habit, remove the cues that trigger it. Keep junk food out of the house or move distracting apps off your home screen. The second law is to make the habit attractive. We naturally repeat behaviors that we enjoy. One strategy is called temptation bundling. Pair something you need to do with something you want to do. For example, only listen to your favorite podcast while exercising. This makes the habit more appealing and easier to stick with. Surrounding yourself with people who already have the habits you want can also make positive behaviors feel more normal and attractive. The third law is to make the habit easy. Many people fail because they rely on motivation instead of reducing friction. The easier a habit is to start, the more likely you'll do it. If your goal is to read every day, begin with just 1 page. If you want to exercise, start with 5 minutes. The point isn't to achieve greatness immediately. The goal is to show up consistently. Clear emphasizes that repetition matters more than perfection. The fourth law is to make the habit satisfying. Our brains are wired to repeat behaviors that produce immediate rewards. That's why bad habits are often so addictive. They provide instant pleasure, even if the long-term consequences are harmful. Good habits usually offer delayed rewards. To stay motivated, create small immediate rewards for positive behaviors. Track your progress, celebrate consistency, or simply enjoy the satisfaction of keeping promises to yourself. One of the most memorable concepts in the book is the habit loop. Cue, craving, response, and reward. Every habit follows this cycle. By understanding each stage, you can intentionally design better habits or dismantle bad ones. To break bad habits, reverse the 4 laws. Make them invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. James Clear also talks about the importance of environment. We often think discipline is the key to success, but our surroundings influence our behavior far more than we realize. If your environment supports good habits, success becomes easier. Instead of depending on willpower, arrange your surroundings so that the right choice becomes the easy choice. The book reminds us not to judge progress too quickly. Many people quit because they don't see immediate results. But habits often work beneath the surface for a long time before visible changes appear. Like an ice cube sitting in a cold room, nothing seems to happen until the temperature reaches the melting point. The breakthrough isn't caused by the final degree alone. It's the result of all the previous effort that was quietly building momentum. Finally, James Clear encourages continuous improvement rather than perfection. Missing one day isn't a problem. The real danger is allowing one missed habit to become a pattern. His simple rule is, never miss twice. Get back on track as quickly as possible, and don't let temporary setbacks define your identity. The core message of Atomic Habits is simple yet powerful. Big results don't come from dramatic transformations. They come from small, consistent actions repeated every day. Focus less on goals and more on the systems you follow. Build habits that align with the person you want to become. Shape your environment to support those habits. Be patient with the process because meaningful change takes time. In the end, success is not about making one massive leap. It's about making tiny improvements consistently until they become part of who you are. Those small habits, repeated day after day, have the power to completely transform your life.